Hello, I'm back again. As you already know, this is Chit-Chat with Mercy. We will be talking about an important topic that will help you and I. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. If you are old here, I will urge you to like as you already do. I'm very grateful for your likes. I will urge you to stick around and pay attention carefully because it's going to help us. Okay, today's topic that we are about to discuss is change. I can see your face. Change. Change is something which happens in our life day in and day out. Change occurs in so many things in our life. In this our era, at first we were using YAM and now we have so many kinds of smartphone. Change is unevitable in our life. We cannot run away from change and we can never run away from change. I will state it again. If you like it or not, change will occur in every aspect of your life. And when we say change, what is change? Change is when a difference has occurred before for SC. So today we will emphasize on change in our life. Change occurs in our life in so many angles. Change can occur in our marriages. Change can occur in our children's life. Change can occur in our job. Change can occur in our finances. And when this change occurs, what will you do? That's why we are here to discuss about change, because we cannot run away from change. Change is inevitable in our life. As I have said, change can happen in our marriage. You are there as a couple and one changes in behavior. Change can also happen in our children's life. A child that you have trained with straight hands or with a godly background get to school and change all of a sudden. Change can occur in our finances. How you get your money, the money that you used to have, you are not having it no more. Change can also occur in our job. The position that you used to hold, you no more hold that position again. So in life, change happens anytime. We have to psych our mind that whenever changes occur in our life, we have to embrace it. What happens when change occurs? When change occurs, depression sets in. The person gets very depressed and don't know what to do. Even when change occurs, someone who is not a drunkard starts to drink because he or she can't cope with the present change. When change occurs, someone who doesn't talk so much talks anyhow. I'll classify it as the person gets angry easily, especially with our men. A man who has a good salary paid job lost his job, he gets angry anyhow, anytime. What happens when change occurs again? The person gets he or herself isolated. Someone who dresses very well, someone who is very conscious about his or her appearance gets to dress anyhow because he or she will tell herself or himself, say, what has happened has already happened. The most dangerous thing is suicide. Some people can't contain the news or the present situation or the present change that has come. So the person gets to the point of committing suicide. I can't handle the situation. I can't live in this shame again. This thing they mean to me. That I can't come in the suicide setting. Change has occurred in so many angles that people has committed suicide. Is that the solution to the change? Is suicide the solution to the change that has occurred in your life? There are better ways to handle change. No matter how the change is, it can be handled. First, we have to face our fears. Whatever that we fear comes into our life. As the Bible stated in Job chapter 1:12 coming down, you see how Job lost everything that he had in one day. There was a massive change. The Bible said what Job feared is what came on him. You have to face your fears. The issue has already come. The position has left your hands. Your child is misbehaving. Your marriage is about to collapse. What I'll tell you today is to face your fears. Face that fear. Face that broken marriage. Face that child. Face that job. Face your fear. Don't let the change creep you. Stand up and fight that fear. There are certain things in the situation that you have to focus on. Some can be attitude. Sometimes our attitude has brought the change that is occurring, or the situation that we are in at this particular moment. I'm not here to blame you, or I'm not here to point my hands to you. But sometimes you have to sit down and analyze yourself. The change can be from you. What you fall short in your marriage, in your job, in bringing up the children. Some people, we used to do certain things that spiced our marriage. Maybe we are not doing it anymore. Some people, we had a zeal towards our work. Maybe we are not doing it anymore. Some people too, the way we were training our children was very good. Maybe we are not doing that anymore. Some of us, the way we were handling our finances, we had a budget binder, we had budgets drawn in our diaries, and we know how to use our money judiciously. Maybe it's no more done in our life. So we have to sit down and analyze our life. If we sit down and analyze our life and we see that the change that has occurred, or the situation that we are facing presently, is from us, then we have to change at that particular moment. Last but not the least is holding fast to the word of God. This life is a wicked world, as my mother would say to me, Akusia, we are and it is very true. As we grow up and we see certain changes in our life, sometimes it's really sad. But if we cling to the word of God, no matter how the changes, we can face it. Without the word of God, I think you will hurt yourself with the present stage. We have to hide the word of God in our hearts. We have to cling to the word of God. We have to study the word of God day in and day out. The word of God is a great weapon. So the moment change occurs, the weapon, which is the word of God, it casts away every depression. It casts away every anger. It casts away every suicide. If you want to win this battle of change in your life, cling to the word of God. Fanyamia samse odia na ubetimedi nsayena abawa braboso. Remember, change doesn't last for long, but whether we like it or not, change can occur in our life. Maybe the change that has occurred in your life is the good one. Hold on to it. If the change that has occurred in your life is the bad one, you can change it. You can change it, as I have already said. Embrace the change and fight with the change, and it can yield a positive thing to you. As you already know, this is Chit-Chat with Mercy. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave your comments below. I love you all. Let me share something with you. My mother lost a husband, a daughter as well, in just 1 year. My sister died December, and the following year, December, my father also died. This was a massive change in my mother's life. Looking at a young woman got married and the husband died and the daughter too died at the same time. This is a change. And I always ask her, how did she cope with this change? And she always says, Akusia nyame asem. It is the word of God. He clung to the word of God. Don't you think this could have made my mother committed suicide? Losing a daughter and losing a husband the following year in the same month repeatedly. But she never committed suicide. She clung to the words in the word of God, the promises of God, the promises of God concerning his life. So if the change cannot kill you, then you have to hold on to the word of God. Because if you don't take care how the world is revolving, how things are happening day in and day out, that change can let you end your life. Hold on to the word of God. Hold on to his promises. Whatever it is that situation will turn. If it has turned to be bad, it can turn to be good again.